Do you know who I am?
If you don't know,
You know who I am? Who's he? Do you know that?
It's in the corner.
I don't know. I don't know you. What?
who am I?
Oh,
Who are you guys? This is not okay.
So anyway, we're being a little weird. Some stuff went down yesterday. Like some stuff went down outside of Andy taking home the freaking win. Freaking God, sick dude. So proud of him. So happy for him. Well deserved. Daniel did some pretty baller. Yeah. Shut up. I'm like, I'm really in the middle of this, and just let me cook.
That's what it sounded like to me.
So Daniel now has a new nickname.
I've never heard somebody get dyslexic before.
It's just my brain thinks faster than my mouth can move, so we get Darren's terminology. You know, it is the honorati way. My dad used to make up all kinds of shit. Yeah, it's just what we do. You know?
All right then.
Like we're all assholes. Anyway, so Daniel, head judge, what'd you think of yesterday?
It was tough. It was really tough.
You guys had a lot of one more times.
There was a fair amount of one more times.
I had a one more time.
There was a lot of
I should have had it one more time.
Deliberation as far as we had to look at replays probably a good dozen times, which is a whole lot more than we really ever need to. Because 9 times out of 10, somebody does something enough that it pretty much takes care of it for us. But yesterday, most of the people were on top of their game. Some people, I don't know who, but some people just think they're on top of their game and they're not.
Talking about Darren.
I don't know who that guy is though.
You don't know who?
No.
Who? Do you know that guy?
I don't know that guy. I don't know this guy. Do you know this guy? Anyways,
You should.
But no, everybody did very well. There were a few protests. A couple in particular that were a little over the top, but so, for the most part, there was one protest in particular, however, that the guy brought us evidence from a different angle, a completely different angle, which we couldn't see, and we were actually very thankful for that. That was the Goodman and Champion run, which ended up getting overturned and reran, and ended up going to Champion at the end of it. But that was actually good. But there are some people that
You're trying to get it. Say hey to the camera. Say hey, everybody.
say hi.
Say hey, YouTube.
Now you're shy.
Say hello.
He's usually a chatterbox. Now he wants to be shy.
Hello.
But yeah, there was one protest that did get overturned. The other ones stood their ground. But yeah, competition was tight yesterday.
So leading into protests, being a judge, when people come and protest, what is the correct way to come about protesting? Because I saw a lot of people just thinking they were right when they weren't. They just weren't, you know. So how would you like to be approached coming into protesting?
So when you approach a judge with a protest, first off, you're not supposed to approach the judge with a protest. You're supposed to approach one of the track officials. One of the track officials will then notify us, so that way we're not in the middle of a run and you're going, hey, I got a protest. Once we get a run taken care of out of the way, then we can pause comp and we can address the protest. Now, as judges, we will listen to your protest with an open mind. All we ask is that when you approach us with your protest, you also have an open mind, because there are going to be things that we saw, especially considering we've got another 30 feet of elevation.
Yeah,
and
that was sick.
We've got a drone that's 50, 60 feet in the air looking straight down on top of everything. There's some things that we can see that you can't from inside your car. There's also some things that we can see that the car is doing or behaving in a certain way that you might not notice yourself because you're causing the actions, you don't feel them. Your mind's preparing for them, so your body doesn't feel it. However, from above or from the outside, we can see those adjustments. So a lot of times people will come to us thinking that it went a certain way, thinking that, oh, I'm gonna come with a protest and it's gonna get overturned because I'm gonna state my argument and that's just the way it's gonna be. We're not sitting here going, hey, this is our judgment call for the first one, that's the way it's gonna be. We're gonna listen to your argument, and if it holds ground, if you give us further evidence, okay, we'll either rerun it or we'll overturn it, or whatever call needs to be made necessary from there will happen. However, don't come to us with a closed mind. Come with us with an open mind, because we're going to listen to you with an open mind.
And on top of that,
it's a judge sport at the end of the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It doesn't matter if you're right, he's right, she's right. It doesn't matter. It's a judge sport. Y'all three are the judges. If what y'all say is what you're saying, that's the way it's going to be, whether or not somebody believes that you're right or not. It doesn't matter. That's the.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like.
You need to respect that decision.
That's kind of like how it was with my battle yesterday. Anton was brake checking and he was sandbagging the whole run, but even though it was visible, because he was in zonings and stuff like that, they ended up having to give it to him. All right, thanks. They ended up having to give it to him anyway. Had I not messed up in my second one more time, I probably would have taken it. Due to the fault that they already knew what he was doing, and it was basically the one more time wasn't because it was so close in battle. It was, hey, let's see if he's going to do the same thing again, and if Darren can maintain what he needs to maintain, it's going to go to him, because now they know he's purposely doing this. Whereas obviously you can tell in the video from the other day, I was pretty pissed off and I let my emotions show. So I'm sorry. It's just, you know, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
And at the end of the day, don't think all the calls that happened were my decision either, because there are 3 of us, and there are a few times where I'm like, oh, I think it should go to this person, or it needs to be a one more time, and then the other 2 go, oh, it should go to this person. Well, at that point, it's a 2-to-1 call. My hands are tied by the rules. Hey, it goes to that person.
Yeah.
So some people will come up to a judge individually and just be like, well, why'd you make this call? They made that call, I didn't, you know? But at the same time, like, you gotta have an open mind, because there are some things that you're not gonna notice happen. And in your particular case, yeah, we wish we could have given you the win because you were being sandbagged. You were being brake checked. Unfortunately, the one mistake that you did make that caused you to have a major deduction was not caused because of the sandbagging or the brake checking. There was enough distance there where it didn't actually...
Hashtag big sad.
And unfortunately, stuff like that does happen. If that hadn't happened, guarantee you would.
So what you're saying is, don't drive angry, right?
There are some times where it's okay to drive angry. I mean,
Oh,
he
so drive
proved that
angry.
yesterday.
No rules.
I don't think I was angry at all. As a matter of fact,
It
I think
looked like you
yesterday
did
I was
once.
more calm than I've ever been in a
Really?
Yeah.
I actually, to be honest with you, I wasn't like super feeling it. I was not.
I honestly, I don't. From what I
felt-
gathered from everybody yesterday, none of us really felt here.
Yeah.
We were just here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's a weekend. I think just because of how high stress it was coming into it. Although he jumped up major, man. Like holy shit. So dude, you can literally win the championship this weekend.
If my calculations are correct, I'm second.
He's really scientific, by the
My
way.
calculations.
Yeah. So
Well, they
you know,
had
mathematician
calculations.
Andy over here.
I had to this morning because I was curious.
Oh yeah,
Did
they
they put
didn't
the
announce.
numbers up
No, they
yet?
haven't announced anything yet.
Wow.
We're actually about to get into the drivers' meeting.
So from what I calculated, Anton's in first with 226. I'm in second with 198. Max Siever and Great Champion are tied for third with 160. I think it was an 8 or something like that. So that's top four.
Oh yeah, solid, dude. And then there's still room if we get everybody shut out. There's still room for you to jump in to at least top 3 for the season. So you have to do what Andy did today, dude. This layout today is gonna be badass. We're gonna it's all rear zones, so we're looking for tires on doors all day, dude.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna make it hard for the judges, and it's gonna be pretty sick, dude.
Well, is there clips, especially on tighter turns, make it to where like the lead driver
What about 3?
cut people off.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Consolation prize.
He'll get the underdog.
No, I won't. He's already given it to Max Seabear.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Dude,
he's gonna give it to
Max
him. Earned by far, earned it.
Fucking wheel
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Holy
dude.
cow.
Like,
His battle with Great Champion, my jaw was
dude,
on the floor.
the transitions.
have angles?
I might try to find
I
that
don't
transition from the live stream. I don't know if it's gonna look as good as it did from our perspective, but that freaking transition, dude, like.
his car.
Well, they
Yeah.
talked about it on the live stream. They said,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure if there was contact made or not, but that transition was,
It was insane.
Yeah.
Dude,
Show
the
it to
entire
Max.
time,
Yeah.
it looked like that front and rear bumper were just rubbing.
Yeah.
Every freaking transition was like
Yeah,
that.
it
for that
was
whole run.
brutal, man. And then it came down to those two
Yeah.
for the.
Redemption from CMD.
Oh yeah,
Top
yeah, because you spun
32.
out in front of him. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
The
All right.
sketchiest part of that though was with Great Champion and Max's run, as tight as that was, and then watching you guys run, we were so hyped at the top of this stupid scissor lift that we're getting up, we're cheering. This thing's shaking. But it was an intense comp yesterday. So I'm excited to see today too.
Yeah, today is gonna be pretty badass, gentlemen. Everybody, hands in. Good luck. Love you guys. We'll see you on track.
Instead of a rear one.
Okay.
This cone right here, it
So
looks like it
just
blows
go-
better. Yeah, just swing out wide, that right there, and then transfer right at it.
The car gearing felt weird.
I don't know. I think you need another one to just go with it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Man, I like Khaled's new look on his car, man. I like that black.
The tires are also cold too. I didn't warm them up.
I felt like it was like Lou's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nah, I didn't feel like, I felt like it was too gripped up.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know what you're feeling in your throttle on that, because like for me, it just consciously feels like wee, wee, wee. I like the new stadium seating they got though, man. That place looks really official.
Here, go track to the fun track.
When you start out like over in the chase or over on the lead, does being on one side or right or left actually really change your trajectory for where you're going?
Well, the way I tried to initiate, I was initiating as if I was leading. I really should have practiced how I was going to initiate during chase.
During chase? So,
yeah.
So
but I don't want to
lead, run chase like chase.
Yeah. I don't want to lead yet because I don't know the layout.
Right. Tony's car sounds pretty good, man.
Yeah.
What is he at? What did he drop in it? Same thing that Andy did?
We gonna talk to the fun track.
Ooh, that's a quick snap too.
The car.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's a fast layout.
Is it?
Yeah. Fast layout, high grip. I don't have the car.
You think you could change to make it better? I mean, not as far as driving, just as far as the
power.
Power?
I have no power. There's no power. I have no power. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Is it that you can't get into? If it feels like you wouldn't really get out a second on it, or is second just not got enough? Because I know thirds on the low isn't enough.
It's such a tight radius there.
I know it's hard to kind of keep that.
And there's a slight uphill.
Yeah, I did feel that.
Very slight.
Yeah.
And even if I do make it out there, I'm straightening up before anything. Damn, I don't know, dude. My clutch actually might be slipping. You smell that?
I'm smelling a lot, so.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll keep running it.
Push? Back?
Yeah. Yeah, radiator hose popped off. It's better than on fire.
I smelled it though, and I thought it was about to catch. But I didn't know what it was. I just smelled it and like felt my foot.
That was a fucking good lap though.
I know it was. I got it on video too. No way.
Alright y'all, we did a couple practice laps. I actually had a mishap happen. My lower radiator hose came off. So I had to put that back on, fill it up with some water, bleed the coolant system. We should be good now. Luckily we get to take another practice lap because they changed the course. So we'll see if we can get used to this new track. Again, this is all brand new, so we'll see what happens.
it's live on Facebook and YouTube.
Hey, what up, Facebook? You guys hanging out, walking around, putting people on the spot, making us feel awkward. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Anyway, we're here with the LiveSideWayZ. I mean, SideWayZ.
Man, everybody's butchering it, dude. Wow. Looks like I got thick skin.
Big.
Thick skin.
Here we are with the champion from round 3.
What's up?
Just gotta put it together today, that's all.
So how's the new layout to you?
I like this layout. It flows really well. It's small, it's not really flashy, but it feels fun enough, you know. Comfortable.
I definitely like the layout better this way than what we were trying out this morning. It definitely flows better coming through. I feel better coming through.
Because you don't need the handbrake as much.
Yeah, right, yeah, exactly.
It'll make
you
more
just gotta pedal
consistent
it.
battles tonight for sure.
Yeah.
That's good. You gonna do it again today?
That's the goal. That's the goal. He's going to take it today. He looks good out there.
That's good. Good luck out there.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
What's up, guys? All right, so we are actually already on the second part of the bracket.
No blowing the fuse. It melted the fuse.
Oh wow!
For the
nuclear.
He said he said he was getting hot and didn't realize why, and then the fuse for the fans was melting up. So, you know,
yeah,
it happens.
Most of us
he
have
said
been there
because the fuse box faces away from him when he put the fuse in from the back.
Yeah,
it got tweaked out, so it was making connection. Basically, it was hitting two. You know, wasn't hitting two positives, hitting a positive in the ground.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I think the judges were deliberating on that last call. I'm not sure if they'd made the call or not.
No, not yet.
Between
I don't think so.
And Gaskins.
Did you guys have a call on that last one?
So here we go. We're going to send him Dan Stoneberger in the lead. Wesley Henn and Chase. Stoneberger's going to flick it in here. A little bit of an e-brake initiation. He's going to wash it out to that rear zone. Looked like Wes got caught up just a hair. Nice transition from Dan. We'll see how he gets into this rear zone. And floating out just a little bit wide. Wesley there to catch on him. Give him 12 tracks out, shut it down, and go ahead. Oh no. Goodman beating Derek Gaskins. Goodman getting the advance.
Got it, thanks.
All right, well, there's something going on with the car, you guys. Got a misfire.
Goodman putting out Gaskins, man.
Did okay on the
outsider. Not outsider, but Brandon Goodman hadn't been running in the series much until this weekend, and now he's coming with the upset.
Yeah, that seemed to be the trend. Being a doubleheader weekend, you can come for one weekend and get up there in points, shake points up. So Wesley Henn is going to lead, and Stoneberger kind of hanging back just a hair, giving him a little bit of room to see what he's going to do. Wes did a good job of getting out there on that far side. Good transition. You see him around here. It seemed like he had trouble a little bit earlier running wide. Looked like keeping it on track. Yeah. That's looking good.
A little cleaner in the final turn than Dan did initially, but I think the rest of Dan's run was a little better than his potentially.
So we'll see here from the MBK Productions replay. Coming around, staying a little bit off them tires.
Yeah, didn't get real close to the rear.
A little bit shallow of that rear zone, but coming back in, filling that.
Yeah, the rest of it was
nice
good.
Into that rear zone right there. Dan cutting line just a little bit. Every time they come around that final curve, we pray for the grid guys out there because that 10th be in there. But just to kind of
What?
Brandon's calling you.
I've got a misfire though. What? I've got a misfire. Here, listen. I gotta figure out what's going on. I have like no power. All right, guys. So we moved on. Luckily, it was a good battle, but I think the call was I'm not sure, but I think Wes just kind of shallowed up on 2 of the zones. Rather, I only shallowed up on 1. So he's flashing me now. So, but anyway, so we're moving on to top 16. I'm not sure who I'm going against yet. I got to go find out. So I know it's either going to be Derek Gaskins or Brandon Goodman. So we'll find out.
All right, guys. So we got bumped up in points today. We're sitting 11th, so we're actually the last battle to go up. I'm getting ready to go up and get set up now. I'm going up against Shaky again. So I battled him last year for round 2, I believe. Maybe it was round 1. We ended up getting the win because he ended up taking himself out. So he's been driving pretty consistent today. I finally figured out the line of what I needed to do. The track changed up from what we were doing early this morning. So now we're running a little bit different. It feels a lot better. It feels more comfortable. I feel pretty comfortable. I had a lot of good feedback from my last few laps. So we're gonna go out there and I'm gonna try and replicate what I was doing just before I come off track. Guys, let's try to get it. That was really sloppy. I'm gonna have to really do something here in the chase because he was eating all over me. My lead was sloppy. It's all good. Tried. I did a little bit too much. A little bit too much.
The Honorati versus Shake, yes, one more time. All right, cool.
Yeah, since the folks at home missed the first
Let's get
half of
after
that
it,
battle
baby.
anyway, it kind of works out so they can see the whole thing anyway. Yes, sir. Interpol.
All right. Well,
Canada beat Nate
guess luck
McDuffie.
keeps sitting with me.
Jacob Taylor got
Let's
a
get
bye.
after this one more
Brett
time.
Dysart beat Troy Rowland. Paul Smith got a bye. Curtis Mabry beat AJ White. Max Seabear got a bye straight into the top 16.
Here we go. Second half of the one more time battle. We got Darren Honorati in Shake Mendenhall, the legend in Chase.
And a little correction by Darren out front there.
Was it second? I missed that.
He's got a little bit of gap going. Hopefully he can correct that rear end. Looked like he might have, rather than overshooting it like the first time.
Still just as sloppy. I did not clean none of that up.
Good
I feel like it was the same run, just mistakes, different places. So I don't know.
A little bobble.
I don't know what he looked like
Yeah,
behind
don't want
me.
to get in those tires, and then almost kind
We'll try to give him a.
drove past that second.
try to
clip.
get a good
Let's see
chase
what
on
the
him.
Judges have to say. That was one thing yesterday is I shouldn't be so opinionated. Trust the judges. Let them make their call. So here we go. Shaky is going to lead, and Darren Honorati and Chase. Shake coming in with a very nice entry, making use of that whole track, getting into that rear zone. Nice transition there on the front. Darren was right there with him, a little bit shallow line to keep up. Shaky's gonna come around and finish it out. A little touch of the dirt, just to let you know he's there. And Darren.
That was a good
following
chase.
suit.
That was a good chase.
It's right there as we see the replay.
We'll see what the call is. Yeah, good job, brother. Good job, man. All right. Well, Shaky got the win. I'm not mad about it. I got to go one more time.
We need to start getting.
I didn't win by default or due to him taking himself out like last time. So the fact that I got to go one more time says that my skill was there. Dude, I'm not mad about it at all, man. I had a good time this weekend. I came in with the low head and leaving with a smile on my face, guys. Let's go root on Andy the rest of this round. I think Stan might have won. I don't know. I need to see the list and see what goes on. But yeah, let's go root on the rest of the team. Woo! Let's go. It's championship.
All right, here we go. Championship round, top 16.
Format engine power plant versus the LS swapped. Going on radio before. So they're coming around utilizing that power in every part of the track. Like, I might have to see that from the top.
Evans coming in strong in the end, but he was a little shallow in that second turn there.
I think that was pretty clean.
Before the first rear zone.
It felt damn good.
So watch when he comes around. So Andy checks up, a little shallow,
but he get behind me, but
yeah, Evans close to straight, but he can. It doesn't mean even if he did straighten there, it doesn't mean it's a full zero.
Yeah, that finish right there from both drivers. Man,
yeah,
that was pretty good picture.
He charged and caught up with him at the end.
Yeah, you got a if you had a picture of that, that's definitely a wall hanger there. That was pretty cool. So here we go. Swap roles.
Evans will do it this time.
Evans putting on pretty good lead line, real nice on that transition and that rear touch and go. Just kind of sacrificing a little bit for that rear zone. Oh no, that might be something. Andy almost over rotating. So it looked like he kind of lost it right there at the end. I know in his head he's probably like, dang man.
And the judges did mention
they did, yes, he did have to maintain drift through the last corner. Absolutely, Marshall, you're 100% right on that. So, you know, tit for tat, will they go one more time? Will they have a decision?
Yeah.
I don't know, because that's not an over rotate, but it's definitely a critical mistake.
Huge correction to fix that. Okay.
I have no idea. Oh,
there you go.
I can't.
So from the judge's mouth,
Andy Wright gets the win.
Andy Wright gets the win. They're saying that the lead driver had slowed down.
That's kind of what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
In an excel zone, so basically decelled in an excel zone. So Andy had
buddy.
From what they're saying, Andy had to slow it down, which
What I remember earlier, they're saying there is a decel in that rear zone, but you can't really stick with it very long. You gotta get your braking done and get right back.
Yeah,
on the
I think
throttle.
no,
he might have maintained braking a little too long and gave Andy nowhere to go.
All right, so we're going against Brandon Goodman. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried. That dude's a wheel man. He's upgraded his drivetrain and everything since the last event. The last time I competed against him, and I've upgraded mine, so it's going to be kind of interesting. We're pretty competitive. I think he's said he's somewhere in the 400 horsepower range. I should be somewhere in the 420, 450, somewhere in the mark. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what's going to happen. So we're getting ready to line up here in just a minute, so wish me luck.
Hold on. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. All right, so right there, Stoneburner and Goodman.
A little bit of a cone going down there.
Yeah, rogue cone. It's a jump out. Stoneburner doing a pretty good job on that final turn. That seems to be, to me, a lot of make or break. Some people are getting into that rear zone. Some people are not getting too far into that rear zone, and that was one thing that the judges were really looking at, was being able to push your car out and then also maintain drift. So we'll see the drivers come back around. We got Brandon Goodman is going to lead against Dan Stoneburner. So we got Nissan S13 in front and S14 in the back. Brandon Goodman going to power off the line, coming in nice and great. We've seen a lot of characteristic. Brandon Goodman will drag that left front tire. We'll see it probably coming around here, left front braking. Dan Stoneburner getting all in the grass. I thought you were a race car driver, not a landscaper, brother.
Well, guys, that's it. So I went way wide on the last zone. Had a good follow for a little while there, and I also shallowed up on my lead. So I'm pretty sure that's what gave him the run. He had a fantastic lead. So that's the only thing I could. I mean, that's got to be what it was. I don't know what he did behind me, but I know he had a pretty good lead. I had a good chase up until the very last zone. So oh well. Ain't gonna be for me this round, y'all. Maybe next year. Peace.
Top 16 definitely going to help that out. So there we go. Now next we've got Wish LZ with the Canadian train behind him.
Russell, Canada.
Fair driving from both drivers.
Yeah.
I was in here getting this bracket finished up here and seeing where we're at. So now we'll be getting into so this will be the last battle. Or no, this will be the first battle into our top 8. So there we go. Driver's going to switch roles. Russell, Canada coming in. Andy doing a good job of sticking on him right off the rip. Both drivers doing exactly what they need to do. Got Rogue Cone again. Let's see if Russell can get into that rear zone. Looked like a little bit off from it, but finishing out strong. See that? This may be another one where the judges may have to deliberate again. We'll see the replay here on the MBK Productions replay. So right there, see Andy kind of diving in tight, maintaining about the same proximity throughout the whole entire course until you get right about here. Then start reeling them in on that backside on that finishing corner right outside of that outside zone. So as the drivers make their way down to the pit stop with Anthony Woods, we'll see what driver has advanced. We are blessed with the tire costs being down, you know, with the new pavement and stuff like that in competition. That's a big portion of, you know, the money that you spend, because let's be honest, you get your car, you want it to be consistent, so what are you going to do? You're going to run all the same tires, all new tires. You just want to go out there for fun runs and stuff. Yeah, there's no shame in your game getting them out of the dumpster. So here's what we got. Word from the judges. They are going to go with an OMT battle one more time for Andy Wright and Russell, Canada. So they're going to go one more time. Get that. So again, you know, for drivers, you want to make sure that you are doing your best in lead and chase and not letting the, you know, you don't want to have the judges deliberate like that. Again, you want to make sure that it's a, you know, I won that. Now, getting up into the top 8, obviously, you're going to see more and more and more. It's going to kind of more be critical calls just because the driving level is so good. Everybody that gets into the top 8 is very consistent and very good drivers. So, might see a little bit. All right, looks like they might do a, all right, they're gonna have one of the grid workers is gonna go ahead and, looks like Andy is dragging a side skirt from probably getting into that rear zone. So they're gonna go ahead and see if they can't get that fixed up real quick. You don't wanna have a piece of your vehicle fly off when you're, especially in lead, and get caught up in the chase car. Could be detrimental. And or cost you the win if you run a good line. Definitely seen that before where, you know, drivers have been, if they wouldn't have lost the body panel, they would have won. But kind of, you know, the chase driver had the move to swerve it and or, you know, make a correction to get out of the way of a big bumper or nothing. You don't want that thing getting sucked up in your wheel or, you know, tearing a power steering line off or a cooling line or hit a brake line. So here we go, OMT battle number 1. Got Andy Wright paving the way. This is like Russell Canada doing a pretty good job from this side, looking over the overhead view. Just seems like shallowing up angle a little bit again there. That's where we're going to see, seems like what's going to be the the nature of the beast there is a lot of people going to shallow up a little bit, getting around that last corner. So we'll take a look at the replay here and coming around. Yeah, both drivers running a pretty good line. Andy coming out a little bit wider in that switchback, getting into that rear touch and go and into the rear zone. Looked like Canada was a little bit on the inside line, so we'll see what happens here. We'll see if Canada can't get out, throwing out a big e-brake initiation. Getting nice into that rear zone, nice transition. We'll see that touch and go nice and wide, and here we go for the money. Getting that tail end up into that rear zone, so you know. I thought it said shake one. I thought it said shake one, though.
Yep, you're right. Sorry.
Dude, coming out strong. So this being your first battle in the top 4, so you got, obviously we just saw there, Andy LW leading, Paul Smith. They'll come back around and Paul Smith will be leading. Then on the other side of the bracket, up next after this battle, we are going to have Max Seabear versus Shake Flair. If he's ever flare chopped you, let me know. Let me hear a woo if you've ever been flare chopped by Shake Flair, because I'll tell you what, man. That junk hurts.
It's deep.
I got flare chopped so bad one time they permanent marker outlined it. It looked like a mitten. So here we go. Paul Smith getting that wheel, man, with that e-brake. You can see it just hopping along. Getting nice out in that rear zone. See right here, the rear touch and go coming through and shallowing up line just a little bit, but Andy right there to put it on the door.
Ooh,
both drivers finishing over the finish line, so no discrepancies there.
That was a little pun there, Zach. Andy right there.
Andy right there.
Andy
should I write it?
right there?
Should I write a song? Andy right there. All right, so the judges have made their decision. It was unanimous for Andy Wright. So you're looking fresh. So again, want to give a big shout out to our sponsors and thank them. We try to give them a shout out in every post that we do. So without further ado, up on the line, we've got our final battle of the day. I tried to say that all good, you know. So we got Andy Wright leading, Corey Shake Flair Mendenhall. Andy trying the showboat, coming in with some speed. Going to try to push it out to that rear zone. Does a nice job of pushing it out there. A little bit late on transition, but still doing it a little bit late on that touch and go. But throwing it into that rear zone. Shake coming to dive in. And let him know, hey man, I'm here. I'm not going to let you get an easy win. You're going to have to work for it. So the flip that rolls around, you see the replay on your TV there. So say Andy had a little bit of a late transition. Got into that touch and go just a hair, about right in time, but a hair late. But right there, Shake diving in and showing him who the boss is. Shaky representing the OK Drift Crew out of North Carolina. Going to throw it in and see what Andy can do in chase. Let's see if Andy can apply the pressure as Shake did. Shake coming around, getting into that, nice into that rear touch and go, and getting into that rear zone. Andy not finishing out as strong as Shaky did in there, but nonetheless, both drivers doing extremely good runs. It looks like I hear the horn beeping and the siren screaming. The
Seems
judges
like they have
are
a
coming
decision.
down, so I would say they would have a decision. So there again, we're going to see the replay. So those of you at home, what do you think?
You guys know, third place, Max Seabear. And then it all came down to Shaky and Andy for the final decision. All right, who got the win? I got first place trophy. champagne, the cash, the gift certificates, and the prizes. First place goes to Andy Wright.
Oh my God, yo.
So Corey gets second. Congratulations to him as well. Great driving, guys. Two in a row, back to back.
This is what it comes down to. Look.
Shake it!
Shake it like a salt shaker. There we go. All right. Congrats, guys. Amazing driving. All right.
Tell me you're mad at me still. Tell me you're mad.
I'm still mad. I'm proud, but I'm still pissed. He knows the rule here. Cameras always roll. I'm sorry you guys missed all the epic battling. Luckily we have a live stream.
All you missed is the in-car footage. It's okay.
I made sure to record my video.
Hey,
See,
not much of it though.
Dan got it.
if I put any focus on the camera, let's just say, maybe I would have taken focus off of the battles. I don't know. Hey, we're here. We're on the box twice, baby.
It's been a perfect weekend. Andy, you had a perfect,
I had a perfect weekend. Yeah.
That's triple threat.
Round three win.
Yep.
Round 4 win.
Yep. And clinched series points.
That's a triple threat.
Congrats, mother.
Oh,
That's 3 wins. I count 3.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Congratulations. You're a dick for not getting the in-car footage, so we can't get raw emotion. But that smile on his face says the rest of it.
Yeah. This is a perfect weekend.
Well, I guess now all we got to do is wait for them to get set up, and we'll go up there and
point series ceremony.
Yeah, point series ceremony, and look at him, winner right there.
You know what the shirt material is made out of?
Winners.
Winners.
Can I borrow it for a little while?
Yeah. Actually, I could use a little bit of your bad luck, good luck kind of thing you got going on, the whole vibe.
Yeah. You know what though? So I had a bunch of shit going today, a bunch of shit going yesterday. Maybe you passed that to me.
Oh, you passed the Jew. You passed the juju to him.
So like round
sorry,
one,
not sorry.
couldn't get the
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, worth it.
So I melted the fan melted the fuse. So I had to fix that. Then I went out. Power steering wasn't working. I had to call my 5. First round running off a 7 cylinder till the spark plug wire popped off. And then second round that was my fault. That sucked.
Yeah, I took myself out. Andy ended up beating the guy that shut me out for the day. So Corey ended up getting his face back from me from round 1 last year where I beat him. We went one more time. The judges couldn't determine who was a winner. I had a mistake, he had a mistake, so they made us go one more time. Went into the next set of battles. My lead was pretty baller. They said my chase was better than his. I had better proximity, but all in all, in my chase, I had target fixation on the tire wall, and I came out of drift, which cost me that run. But I ain't mad about it because our boy, your boy right there, this guy, sweep the whole freaking weekend. Sweep the weekend. What do we? New nickname, Broom. Start calling you Broom.
Abbott
I guess
holds
Abbott holds that one. Yeah.
He's a sweeper. 4 rounds in a row. You can't beat that.
But he didn't sweep an entire weekend.
That wasn't an option.
He swept it in that
Yeah,
year.
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Shut up. It doesn't matter.
And to be fair, last year he had to qualify too. And Abbott, what'd you get qualifying?
Yeah, what'd you get qualifying?
You got first place every time, right?
I got first place twice.
There's your.
I got first place twice.
From
and
last
then,
season.
I don't know the other two.
He's camera shy, guys.
He's camera
shy. He's a semi-pro and
but never drives.
He's gonna get his car right next year. Andy, congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Let's go get that check. We'll see you guys next time.